Hi everyone and welcome back. It's been a while. It's been about 2 months and yeah, I've been away for a while. There was some stuff that I had to get done, had to do, and also a lot of video games I had to catch up on, which very much distracted me. But anyway, today I figured, since con season is here, and Acen is a month away and I have little to nothing done, I thought a con-like video would be probably the best way to get back on the swing of things, and I decided to do a what's in my convention bag video. These are videos that I have seen quite a few cosplayers do, and which I kind of enjoyed watching because there's always one weird thing someone has or whatever, so I decided I'd do one myself, and I always meant to but never really got it done. But anyway, let's get back into this. So, my convention bag. This thing has saved me more times than I can count, and honestly has saved me trips back to the hotel room, back to the car, or back home. And my one tip for a con bag, this is mine, I just got it from like TJ Maxx for like 30 bucks, and it's very nice. I hate drawstring bags with a passion, and I had to use a drawstring bag for a couple cons, and it was legit hell, because they just feel so cheap, and like you have to like take them off to get something out of them, and even though they do make good projectiles to throw when someone asks you for a photo, they're just not for me, and I hate them. So I do recommend getting a good like backpack style bag that is durable and feels like it will last quite a while. Also one with a lot of pockets and is big enough to carry your stuff. So that's kind of my tip that we get to hear starting off from this. So the first thing, probably easily one of the most important things, the badge. This is my badge from last year's C2E2, and if my bag has like loops on it and stuff, I will just go ahead and tie my badge to the loop. That way I don't have to have it attached to me for like photos and stuff, because I will easily forget to take this off and ruins a photo. I've done it in quite a few like professional photo shoots, like my good photo shoots that I do, like, and it sucks because that is more editing that I have to put in to try and get that out, or I just have to pretend that it's not there and pray no one else notices. So yeah, it's just an easy way, and you can just, since it'll hang down a little bit, I can just grab it and show it to the con staff that are like, show me your badge, you know, and there you go. The next thing in my convention bag that I always carry around and I always make sure that I have, and probably one of the most important things, is water. Water is pretty essential for me, especially since I dehydrate very easily, and especially when I'm wearing a costume that covers 90% of my body, plus makeup, plus a wig. It's just one of those things that I always make sure I have carrying around. And even if your con does have like those little water tanks / water fountains, it's just good to have something that you can carry around, because usually they only have like the free water in one area. And it just keeps me from severely dehydrating. So I will always have water on me forever, so, and a good sized water, not like one of the itty bitty little ones. So the next thing I have in my bag kind of seems weird at first, but I will explain. A folder. So I have a folder in my bag because a lot of the times I've definitely got into commissioning artists for artwork, and they will usually draw it on like paper like this, so like regular paper or like nice sketchbook paper, or if I have something drawn for me, or if I have a tiny print or something that I'm worried about getting bent, I'll put it in a folder if it will fit in my bag, because another reason why I hate drawstrings is they mess up my system. But yeah, so it just keeps everything nice, it keeps everything from getting super bent, and it's just easy, and you know, you've got that space for it, and it just keeps everything nice, honestly. So the next thing, I guess it's kind of weird, but I'm just very self-conscious about smelling bad and stuff, even though I do shower, and I do shower at cons and stuff. But deodorant, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to smell. Like, even if I had just taken a shower, I'm like, I don't want to smell, so I'll just put a little bit of deodorant on. I always bring a little travel deodorant with me. It's just that extra security for me. I know, I'm weird, whatever. But yeah, please do take showers at conventions. No one wants a smelly cosplayer. It's gross. The next thing I have is kind of another, like, I guess, hygiene thing. It is hand sanitizer. I got this at a school career fair, that's why it says police on it. But, this, especially with, you know, con plague that does go around every so often, especially at, like, winter cons, and spring cons if it's, like, allergy season. You just want to be really careful of that, and I'm not necessarily a germaphobe, but I don't want to get sick. So I do carry this around with me, so, you know, if, you know, I touch anything that I think isn't sanitary or whatever, I can, and I don't have access to a sink, I will have this. Or if I'm sick myself, then I can use that and minimize the risk of spreading it. The next thing I have is my keys. Even if I don't drive my car, I will bring my keys because it has my house key on them, so if I do get dropped off in the middle of the night and my parents do lock the house, I'm not totally locked out of my home. So yeah, keys. Fun time. And if I have my car, I can get into my car. And such. The next thing I have in my bag is my wallet, obviously for money and stuff. Another kind of pro tip that I will throw in here, I don't carry around all my money at once, obviously. The only piece of budgeting that will not bother me is when I split up my money for 3 days, because I don't want to blow through all my money right away, so I will put a little bit of money in here to carry around and leave the rest somewhere else. And it can be split up any of, you know, however many ways, because I usually buy stuff on Sundays. I don't usually buy a lot on Fridays and Saturdays. So it'd be like some for Friday, some for Saturday, some for Sunday, or spending money versus food money, or emergency money versus other money, that kind of stuff. But yeah, wallet, identification, money, that kind of deal. And now, because I need them, my glasses, I will also bring sunglasses depending, because I do have a little bit of a light sensitivity, so if I do have to go outside, it just is easier on my head and my eyes. And these so I can see, so, I mean, yeah. Glasses. Fun time. The next thing I have is Ibuprofen. I couldn't find my little bottle, so I just put some in a bag. I do get pressure headaches sometimes from certain wigs, or headaches from noise, or my one ankle will start acting up or whatever, and it's good to have some ibuprofen in there, because there's a lot of pain that can be associated with cosplay and you just want to fix it. The next thing seems pretty obvious. My phone, I will always have, okay, or my earphones could get caught. I will always have my phone on me, obviously most people do, for communication and such, or a mirror. The next thing if I'm wearing contacts, I will have contact solution in a case, obviously, because you're not really supposed to wear contacts longer than a certain time, or if they start irritating you. It's always good to have some contact solution in your case, give your eyes a break. That's super important, and you always want to stick them in clean solution and not dirty solution. Like, empty your case out, carry the empty case with you, and carry a bottle of solution. You can get travel size solution, and that's just easier. I just didn't have any travel size yet, so yeah. The next thing I have is definitely a lifesaver for me. I've had to use these many times Safety pins. Safety pins, I'm pretty sure, are any cosplayer's go-to situation fixer. You can get these for like $3 at any hobby store or Amazon. And they come in like a variety of sizes. But yeah, if something comes unclipped, I know I use these to keep my noise things from falling off, so you know, it's just good to have these in there just in case, and you can be, and if someone else needs them, you can loan them some, and I've got plenty, so there you go. Something I don't have in my bag right now, there are a couple things I don't have right now that I did want to mention because they are important, and I tried to bring them. Little sewing kits, I'll probably put some sort of photo or something. You can get them from like Joann for like a couple dollars. They're just itty bitty little sewing kits. Those are like saving graces too if something rips. I may not be the best, you know, sewing person out there, but I know how to patch things up, I know how to sew buttons back on, and it's just like, if you lose a button or something rips a little bit, it's just like that extra little piece of support you have that can fix it on the spot. The other thing is a little travel hairspray. You don't know how many times that I've had to stop and be like, that piece of hair is not supposed to be there. I gotta like put that down. So travel hairspray is definitely a must, I feel, in some way. They come in, they're about that big. Get them at like Jewel or Walmart. So yeah, but those are super useful. Alright, the next thing. Ooh, phone charger. I know a lot of people have their little like charging brick things. I don't. Because I mean to get one and then I just forget about it, so I have my phone charger. You always want to keep your phone charged and ready because you never know when you're going to need it. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. I mean, I usually charge my phone up every night anyway, but I know some people don't. They just charge it as they need it. But yeah, always bring your charger. The next thing, if I'm wearing a wig like this that's very long and maybe not the best quality, I will have a brush or a little wig brush so that I can brush out the knots, especially before photos that I'm doing. But you know, like a wire brush kind of deal, just to get the knots out and stuff before like photos and stuff, because long wigs do tend to knot and mat and stuff, and if you want to fix them up, it's just a little itty bitty brush. You can get brushes like this at like Target and stuff. The next thing I can't show you because it is my camera and I am recording on that currently, but my camera would normally be in my bag for vlogging, for photos, for whatever the heck else I would need a camera for. But yeah, so my camera would also be in here. And next, that goes with my camera, batteries. My camera doesn't actually have like a camera battery. It does take batteries, so I do carry around AA's with me, so that if my camera does die at any point during the 3 days, I can just pop these boys in and continue vlogging. The next thing, feminine products. Everyone knows that this happens. It's not a secret, so I don't really care what everybody else thinks. But feminine products, I've had quite a few times where it's happened to me during a con, and you just need to be prepared for it. Somebody else could need it, and it's just a good thing to have in your bag, ladies, so yeah. The next thing I have in my bag is some makeup. I always carry just a couple things. I don't carry my entire makeup bag with me. So I'll usually bring my sponge and my eyeliner. If I'm wearing lipstick, I'll bring that. And body paint. Also, especially if I have like noise on, I'll bring spirit gum or like lash glue if I have lashes on. Just stuff in case anything were to happen, I can touch it up or I can fix it real quick and get that out of the way. Playing cards, I don't always bring these, but if I feel like there's going to be a point where we're going to be sitting around for a while, I bring some playing cards. These are Black Butler playing cards I think I got from like Hot Topic a couple of years ago. They're pretty nice, actually. I barely use them. They're pretty nice. I think you can get them on Amazon. There's themed playing cards for days, but yeah, I'll usually bring some cards. I don't always. Depends, I guess, on if I remember them. They're not totally essential, but I do like to bring something like that just in case. I will bring my Vita though. Ow. I just got a little bit of lipstick on my case. Oops. If I'm ever alone at some period of time, or if I'm waiting for something and I'm alone usually, I can just pull this out and play on it for a little bit. Because I really like video games. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, especially with my recent cosplays. Another thing I don't have, and I forgot about this, the con booklet will always be in my bag as well, because that's got your map, that's got your schedule, like panels and meetups and stuff. It's got locations in it, information on guests and stuff like that, so I'll always have that in my bag as well. And I will always have a pencil or pen or something to write with, because there have been quite a few times where I've needed to jot something down. Anytime I feel like I need to jot something down, either to remember or just to circle something or whatever, I do have a pen, and you know. So that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Just briefly here, just talking about the channel real quick. I recently reached a year that I've been posting on this channel, so that's exciting, and 3,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for that. Also, this channel moving forward is pretty much going to stay very similar, although I think I will be including some different kind of things. Like it's going to still remain very cosplay orientated, but I also wanted to move into other stuff that I'm passionate about, like maybe talking about video games that I really enjoy, or shows that I like, stuff like that. I don't know exactly what it's gonna happen with that, but just so you guys know, it's still gonna mainly be cosplay, but yeah, you know, it's gonna go into some other interests every once in a while that I have. But anyway, that's about it. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like if you did. Feel free to comment anything that you keep in your con bag, or any questions you have. Links to my social media are down in the description below. Feel free to check that out. And please subscribe to my channel if you want more cosplay and nerdy related content, I guess. But anyway, keep calm and cosplay. Thank you guys for 3,000, and I'll see you guys in the next one.